A crime epidemic is silently spreading across the globe as criminals turn our ever-increasing demand on computers against us. Should you worry every time you or your child connects to the internet? Internet crimes are an ever-growing problem in today's world, and we need to educate ourselves in order to protect ourselves. According to the website royalpingdom.com, there are 7.9 new internet users added worldwide every second. We have probably all connected to the internet at one time or another, and it only takes that one time. I, for one, have been a victim of cybercrime pertaining to credit card fraud. I quickly learned how to look out for and how to protect myself when it comes to the virtual world we call the internet. Today, most of us use a personal computer, a mobile phone, or even more advanced gadgets to interconnect. And every time you connect to the internet, you are at risk of being the victim of a crime. It may not be a physical crime, but it is a crime that you won't soon forget. There are many different illegal acts that can be committed through the internet, and it's always a good idea to educate yourself to be safe when surfing that information highway that we call the internet, which is considered a world of its own. First, let's talk about the types of crimes that you can encounter while on the internet. At Technopedia.com, they describe internet crime as any crime or illegal online activity committed on the internet, through the internet, or using the internet. At the FBI.gov website, they list the most common cyber crimes committed on the internet, but we will be talking about the ones that affect our personal lives the most. Cyberbullying and harassment can range from embarrassing or cruel online posts or digital pictures to online threats. Negative comments, stalking through emails, websites, social networks, and text messages, and deaths have even occurred. Credit card theft and fraud committed using someone else's credit card to obtain fraudulent funds, and credit card fraud is also the most associated with identity theft. Child pornography on the internet is the transmitting of the illegal and indecent use of children in pictures or film. Under federal law, transmitting child pornography carries a minimum of 5-year sentence and a maximum 20-year sentence. Just doesn't seem harsh enough, does it? Financial extortion is when malicious hackers demand money in return to stop attacks on your computer system, or demand money in many different kinds of scams. And a virus worm spreading is a malicious software program that can self-replicate on computers and computer networks, and it can cause high-level destruction to your computer. There are also several pieces of personal information that you should never give out on the internet. Any personal information that can lead people to you is not wise to put out there, like your full name and address, social security number, credit card information, any personal banking information like account numbers, and your phone number. Secondly, we will discuss how you can protect yourself. Education and awareness are very important when shielding yourself from internet criminals. There are various ways you can protect yourself, your children, and your information while on the internet. The internet is a human creation consisting of people from all walks of life, some of them being people you wouldn't want to leave your children alone with. Yet many children are out there playing in a virtual playground, unaware of the real-world dangers that can occur. There are a number of websites that provide valuable pointers and information for parents and children to use when safely surfing the internet. Education is the key. Never meet or invite a stranger to meet you or give them your phone number. Use an online name that does not reveal your age or gender, and when creating passwords, they should meet the highest standards of privacy. You want to use a combination of upper and lowercase characters as well as numbers, and don't use anything obvious such as your name, your pet name, your address, or your birth date. While online, a user should remain suspicious about exaggerated or unverifiable claims. As it has been said many times, if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. At the FBI website, there is a vast pool of information pertaining to internet crimes or cybercrimes. They even have a Cyber's Most Wanted list. They have an Internet Crime Complaint Center where you can report any kind of suspicious internet activity. They also have several sections that will educate you on internet fraud, scams, and viruses. There are also tips on how to avoid scams through social networking sites, which are highly used in today's world of technology. You can get information on how to protect your computer as well as keeping it up to date. And one very simple tip is just to turn your computer off when you're not using it. If you always leave it on, your computer is more susceptible to internet crimes. Finally, we will summarize how the effects of these cybercrimes impact our world as a whole. The effects of a single successful cyber attack can have far-reaching implications, including financial losses, theft of intellectual property, and loss of consumer confidence and trust. The overall monetary impact of cybercrime on society and government is estimated to be billions of dollars a year. Not only does cybercrime have an impact on our own personal lives, but on our economy as well. Illegal profits have reached amazing figures, and the impact to society has become unsustainable, considering the global economic crisis. As the world continues to go mobile, cybercrimes will increasingly follow, and cybercrime will become further prevailing as new technologies are released. In conclusion, although there is no way to prevent the ever-rising cybercrimes, we can take steps to protect ourselves and help to limit the wide array of crimes that are taking place. Even though the internet is a faceless world, it is still open to the possibility of crimes directed at you and your family, businesses, and the economy as a whole. But you can make any internet experience a safer, smarter, and more resourceful experience. I realize that computers and technology can be confusing, but there is plenty of help out there to get you through the process of guarding against internet crimes. Although this is a combat against crimes being committed in a virtual world, it is a very realistic problem. The more we learn through awareness and education, the better chance we have for prevention. We protect our children in a physical manner, and we now have to learn how to protect them in a virtual manner.